What is, excuse me, what is going on, everyone? I am D Venom, along with my feathered friends, and thank you guys for joining. Get you some. Anyway, I'm going to allow you guys a second to get y'all shit together so y'all can join me live. I am relaxed. I'm home. Well, this place that, you call home. And I have rosemary oil going in my humidifier, and I have 4 different incense going, and this smells really good in here right about now. So I'm very relaxed, and I want you guys to get relaxed with me. So feel free to get you a snack and all of that good stuff, and maybe a nice cocktail or two, and join me. But I'll give you guys a second to do so. I'm just now getting relaxed. I got some potatoes in the oven, about 5 of them. I'm making me some boiled potatoes, and I'm just getting in my element. I just came from across the street shooting a couple of episodes for you guys, and I got that accomplished. And it started to get a little cold out, so I figured why not go home and go live for a couple of hours or maybe an hour, and yeah, let that be the reason. But myself and my coworkers had a very interesting conversation today in regard to the male phallus, and it posed me to ask a very interesting question. And I won't get into that right now. Again, I'll allow some people to join the chat and go from there. But you know, women are freaks, and a lot of people pose men as the freaks, and I don't think so, especially based on the conversation that I overheard at the middle school that I work with. And these girls were working this boy, okay? And the boy knew that he was being worked, and he was working them girls right back. It was like 5 girls pretty much working this boy. And I'll get into that story here momentarily, even though I told it via an episode. I don't want to tell too much because that'll take away from the episode that I uploaded. But y'all children are freaks, okay? Just put it that way. Working at the middle school, I have seen and heard a little bit of everything, and it's just now beginning. And just imagine when the 6th graders join, which is supposed to be sometime this year. The 6th graders are supposed to, the 6th graders are supposed to be joining the 7th and 8th graders at the school where I work at. So it'll be very interesting to say the least. But anyway, let me put in the chat the question of the day that was posed by the conversation with my coworkers today, which are pretty much female. Okay, here's the question. Okay, it's today's question. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm putting this all in the chat. Okay, so I put in the chat, how do you enjoy your piece of meat hanging? Is today's question that came from a convo via my coworkers at work today. And again, I'll get into that particular conversation here momentarily, but I just want, a couple of people to at least join the chat. And you go from there, because this is the conversation for my co-host. This is the best time for y'all to be chiming in and be like, look, bitch, I like my piece of meat hanging, this particular way, or girl, I like my piece of meat hanging this way, or it don't matter, honey, as long as I got the piece of meat, shit, chime in, you guys, because this is, I wasn't a part of the conversation at work, but I put myself in that motherfucker, because I was just like, okay, first of all, this was my female coworkers that were talking about, um, uh, a piece of meat. But I'll get into it here momentarily. Like I said, anyway, we'll talk about something else. Guess what I did today, you guys? I went to go get a battery for, a matter of fact, hold on. Anyway, I went to go get a battery for my cartridge, and I seen this pigeon in the parking lot there before, if it's the same pigeon. But anyway, before leaving work, my boss had a couple of pizzas that they were going to toss, and I, took them off of my boss's hand. And anyway, I had food for this pigeon. And I didn't want to run it over or anything, because when I went to go pull into the parking spot, it wouldn't move. So I pulled into the parking spot next to where the pigeon was laying. And I kind of figured it could be hurt or something, because, most pigeons would, get out the way and, go elsewhere. And this pigeon didn't do that. So, when I got out the car, I'm like, well, let me give this pigeon a couple of pieces of this pizza and see what happens. So I threw some pizza, like, not too far from the pigeon, and it got up and it limped over to the pizza. And I figured it was, pretty hurt from there. I'm not sure if it could fly or not, but it was definitely limping really bad. But, I, I did it some justice, and who knows when the last time someone fed the pigeon, or the last time it ate, considering it's, I don't want to say damaged goods, but considering it was hurt. So I didn't mind, giving it a couple of pieces of pizza, and it seemed to be pretty hungry. So I felt good doing that, even though, I don't know. Hopefully the pigeon is okay and no other animals came and attacked it or anything like that. Hopefully it had enough strength from that pizza or the bread or whatever to, fly away, and, yeah. But anyway, I did my due diligence, and hopefully I saved, or helped to save, a pigeon's life by giving it strength through pizza. But I feel good about that. So if you guys see an animal, stray animal or something like that, give it something, feed it, give it a little, yeah, you know, you'll feel good at the end of the day, because I did. Anyway, you guys, y'all, y'all kids are bad. I'm telling y'all. I'll get into that story here momentarily, but y'all kids are bad as fuck. The conversations that I hear alone at the middle school, it's just like, oh my God, these kids are really having this conversation. And they do be having these adult conversations. Um, but anyway, we'll get into that here momentarily. Like I said, I'm just giving everybody a chance to relax and get comfortable, because I promise y'all, I am so relaxed and comfortable sitting here, well, lying here on this futon, inhaling the scents of these incense, and this rosemary oil. This rosemary oil really smells good. And it's taking me to a place of tranquility. I'm going to meditate later, and just drift to a different place. But before I do that, I just want to spend some time with you guys and go from there. I have to keep an eye on the chat and make sure I'm not missing anyone. Anyway, speaking of, my therapist and I had a conversation today. And remember, we were supposed to went live on the 28th, but that didn't happen because my therapist was, under the weather. Now my therapist is feeling a lot better. So now we get a chance to have our therapy session. And they were, excuse me, they were asking me, like, when do I want to go live again? So I'm just like, well, whenever you want to, pretty much. So we're going to pick a definitive date to go live. And, I will let you guys know. Hopefully there is a little bit of a window in between now and the time we decide to go live. Therefore, you all can, get yourselves prepared to be my co-host and chime in, during various different topics of conversation that myself and my therapist will be having, which includes addiction and relapse, addiction in the homeless community, just a lot of different things. The topics of conversation that my therapist and I have are endless, just like the topics of conversation that myself and Cha-Cha or, a lot of other people on here have. They're endless. They're, non-stopping. And those are the topics of conversation that I enjoy having with people are the ones that are non-stopping. We can jump from one topic to the next and to the next and keep it going. And, yeah. So my therapist and I are like that. And, even though we have intermittent pauses in between, we can keep going in regard to different various topics of conversation that will keep the audience entertained for the most part. So please feel free to join when we do decide to go live with the people. All right. And when I get done going live, I am going to reach out to the magazine and figure out what's going on because I gave y'all this story last year. Now, I know that it takes a while to do what y'all need to do behind the scenes, but by now I should have went live. And, I have my concerns because it's just like I don't want to be, just giving up my story and nothing's going to happen. So, I'm going to reach out to the magazine. Plus, I need to reach out to the people of podcasting, and I need to reach out to Alex Sanfilippo. I'm surprised I said that without looking at the damn notes. But Sanfilippo, I need to reach out to him as well in regard to the not the exam, but the quiz. And, let him know that I'm still interested. I've just been really busy and tired, from work and all of that stuff. Some of y'all kids are psychic vampires. They will take the energies out of a motherfucker. And, my energies have been pretty drained lately. So, for the most part, I have to rejuvenate and, that's where the good rest comes into play and meditating and being aligned and all of that stuff. Anyway, I did an episode, but before I did the episode earlier, I seen angelic number 322 and I looked into its meaning, and the threes definitely center around the Holy Trinity or the, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, so to speak. And that's what I mean by the Holy Trinity is, those three. And there's a lot of other different things that it means. I have my notes. I'm lackadaisical right now. I'm in a certain position on this damn futon, and I just don't feel like digging through stuff in order to find notes and whatever the case may be. But just know that it centers around the ascended masters, and it centers around at least the number 3. The Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. It also means, let me get my damn notes so that I'm not lying to y'all. This shit that y'all had me do. I'm so relaxed right now that I don't even feel like doing any of this stuff. Okay, here's my notes. All right, let's go through these notes real quick. In regard to the number 322. See, if I lie down, I'm going to get a little bit too comfortable. And y'all may not be hearing me live. Y'all be hearing me snoring live. That's what y'all be hearing. Well, I don't snore, but y'all will be hearing me sleeping. Okay. I also gave y'all a hidden gem tonight. Oh, shit. Look who is here. Saint LMC. What is going on? You know what? I was looking for you the other week and couldn't find you. And yeah. Thank you, Saint. I do believe that wait, hold on. Let me see if I'm following this one. I know that I am. Yes, I am. I'm following. Yeah, I don't think you were on this particular day that I was on because I wanted you to do, not necessarily a spell, but how can I say it? Just a nice little, reading, so to speak, in regard to one's, moving forward in life, I guess you could say. How's your 2025 going, Saint? Is it off to a good start? I said 2000. Did I say 2000? Yeah, 2025. Correct. Yeah, I followed pretty much all the platforms. You know what? I feel that particular same way. It's hard to put trust in people. I just lost a good friend, unfortunately, to a spiritual death. Um, and that friend was supposed to have came out to visit me, and they never showed up. They told my mom all of this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go visit, and we're gonna have good times like old days, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and they had ample time to come visit me because they and their partner came, for a road trip, and long story short, they just never came and seen me, and all right, hold on. All right, Saint, what's going on?
Get up here and talk. This is too hard to type. But
Yeah.
that is called nostalgia gaslighting, honey. I done made a word for that because they be doing that to me too. Reminding you how good it was, how y'all was peoples back in the day. You remember why you don't like them.
But I just thought it was bullshit because it was just like the type of job they do. My mom goes and sees them quite a bit, and so it's just like they didn't have to tell my mom any of that stuff. They could have just been like, "Well, myself and my fiance or whatever, we're going on this road trip, blah 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 blah. We may go by and see such and such and such." But they made it seem like they were going to come by and see me, and we're going to hang out. I even gave them hidden gems of my own here, and because I like to go to certain not forest preserves, but nature preserves. And I gave them that information, out the kindness of my heart. I could have kept it to my own damn self. Anybody can go to these forest preserves, but I mean nature preserves, but
Like that.
hmm.
We know you got the good crystals. We get it.
Right, and so I didn't have to share that with them, but it's just like, I did it out the kind of summer heart because these are my friends. Or, well, that person is my friend. I don't know the mate. I was supposed to be meeting the mate and the motherfucking dog because the dog and the damn mate came, but I never met any of them. I didn't even see my own friend. My thing is, she could have just came by and gave me a hug and been like, well, bitch, we got to go because, we got this road trip going on. So, I mean, I would have understood, we all have lives, but, I mean, yeah.
Maybe he was like, why you gotta go see a dude? I'm the only man to be. You know how guys be like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that he probably wanted to see you, and he probably made it impossible.
Well, that person, they stay with my ex friends, so it's just like we'd be on the phone with each other all the time, and they didn't seem like they had an issue with that. I just think that well, my ex friend's niece stays out here in Phoenix too, and they ended up staying over there, for the New Year. Allegedly, we were supposed to have been kicking it for New Year, so that's fine. Go to your niece's house, do all that, because I went to watch clothes for New Year's. I mean, I had my New Year's planned out, so I wasn't really sitting around waiting for them, but I did dedicate a tinge of my life and time to the occasion, so to speak. That never did happen. And so,
That still hurts though.
I'm not going to say it hurt, but if
I know
anything,
you
it's
feel
just,
bad. I know you tough, but I mean it hurts when you miss your friends. They supposed to be your friends. They're supposed to be your friends.
well, yeah, they're supposed to be. Yeah. Allegedly, we'll use that word.
He said allegedly. Oh dear.
We'll use the motherfucking justice word pretty much allegedly, but yeah.
My homegirl back in the day, but back in the day.
Right. So have you talked to Karen?
Oh, I talk to her every day, man. I was in my show earlier, freestyling with a guy named Mr. Be Great. He's pretty good too. And I was like, come on in here, girl, and get in here. But she said she was having to do something. She seems like there's something she's holding back from me that she don't want to tell me. And I'd hate to have to go in her head and find out myself because that's invasive. But I will do it.
Well, you know what? Sometimes we need to because we need to know where we stand in certain situations. Because, like with my ex friend, it's just like, had I known that your true colors would have shown in this particular way, which I did end the friendship a long time ago, but my mom was the mediator. Well, this person's been around for this long, and this person did this, and this person did that. And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, our friendship has came a long way. So let me give this person another chance. But aside from that, if it wasn't for my mom, it just would have been like, I would have been done with it a long time ago.
I can hear you now, bitch. You better glad my mama stepped in.
I mean, honestly, I let my higher self take the lead. And I did say a couple of things via text message, because I was upset. But other than that, it was just like, I'm over it. I'm not, my 2025 isn't going to be about, arguing with people or anything like that. My energy is going to be spent on manifesting what the fuck I want from the universe and whatever else. And I'm just going to let that be the reason.
And mine's gonna be spent on praising Jesus. And I love the fact that we can do our own thing and still be cool like this.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, that's what makes people, come together. I mean, I'd rather be cool with somebody that has their own endeavors and not seeking the same thing that I'm seeking. Let me learn from you just as well as you can learn from me.
Yeah, that believes in Jesus gonna hang out with anybody like us though, because they don't really got him. I'm just saying, you can tell the real ones because we love everybody.
Oh, well, sometimes our spirit just upsets a lot of people's demons. And I was learning that there's a video that I was looking at on YouTube.
They start twerking and they sell a little bit. And they start itching and they get that itch and that twitch and they want to run in. They get out of the room quick, don't they? They run, don't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. And the video is titled "You Irritate Them," and that's just the bottom. That's all it says. You irritate them, and it's just like damn. Let me further look at this video to see what irritates these demons, and they really do get irritated by light.
They do, and realness.
Yeah, that too.
Because they're chaos creatures and they love for you to lie, for you to pretend to be something you're not, for you to put on this masquerade because every time you take a mask off, they can pick it up and be that person. You develop a personality, you develop a demon, a persona. This is my own thoughts. But that's like when I was going through cancer treatment, I had to wear wigs all the time, right? I had a different personality for every wig, honey. I promise you I did. I had the diva. I had the sweetheart next door. I had the punk rock chick. And these were, like, I really had these personalities. And it was like, whoa, is this something that my brain's manifesting? Or am I putting a separation between me and my higher power and depending on just my inner thoughts, creating these personas?
Well, you never know. I mean, I've never been a person that had to go through cancer, but I've seen people go through cancer. Like my godmom, I lost her to cancer. My stepfather, I lost him to cancer and stuff like that. So my godmom, she was wearing, wigs from, time to time or whatever, but I'm not sure how she felt about it though. But I think that the way that you're thinking probably keeps you alive in a lot of different ways, because a lot of people probably don't think like that. Well, let me become this person with this particular wig on and let me just be a different person and have fun with it.
Yes, hunty. Yes, hunty. Yes. If you believe you're going to die, you will die. If you believe in life, you live. I try to tell people that all the time. Stop telling people they're going to die. They will stop dying. You take hope from people. You make that. You manifest that. It's your words, mama. You believe it. It works.
Hmm.
Like I told the doctors last time, I said, y'all going to give me a damn time limit. And I told you, I'm going to be around when y'all feeding trees. I got this.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I stood on business.
Which is real talk, and a lot of people don't want to hear real talk, unfortunately.
It makes them sick. They didn't bring no Pepto-Bismol before I started listening. That's all it is.
Well, maybe they should. We don't want people vomiting and getting sick like that.
They get that vocabulary vomit. They start saying stuff they don't know what the hell they say.
That too.
So have you seen Kieran lately?
Who? Which one?
Kieran.
Are we talking about Karen?
I call her Kieran.
Okay. No, I haven't. The last time I seen her, we went live for a little bit and, she has some stuff going on and, I haven't seen her, since. But what I wanted to say, to my audience out there and anyone else who's listening, I am a fan of indie music. So if you guys want to share your, upcoming music or something like that with me and the audience, please feel free to chime in and play y'all stuff because, I will play it on the platform. I love indie music and I love underground artists and I feel like y'all should, y'all music should be heard. So feel free to, come on the platform and let me hear.
You tell me when, and I will push play.
Well, what you got for the audience, girl?
Well, it's all recorded on just my phone right now because it's all in production, and it's just, I have to do better editing. But I can give you some raw if you want something raw real.
Well, bring it. I mean, hell, yeah, we like music on the platform, and I wish I could incorporate it a little bit more, but I'm gonna have to get my own stuff because Poppy don't offer too much of anything when it comes to music.
Well, I mean, let me tell you how you get around that. Okay, you got a voice. Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have an Android. I try uploading my own music, but copyright stuff, and as soon as they hear something,
Record it on your voice recorder, and then in the title of it, put "I do not own the rights." You can upload whatever you want as long as you record it yourself on your voice recorder. Hey.
Okay.
That's what I do, and it sounds just as good. Back in the 90s when you used to make mixtapes like that?
Right, right. Where's my pen? I do not own the rights, so I could put that down.
Yep. And you only got to do it on one of them. Because the
Okay,
people
that
can't
works.
see it. Yeah, the people can't see that, but you know it's there, and that it keeps your butt clean from getting any kind of trouble.
Okay, because I know I tried to upload something with Christina Aguilera and what is his name, Nelly, and before I even posted it wouldn't go through. I'm just like, damn.
Mm. Yep, that's why I like reading about the law and stuff like that because I like being able to help people. And I think the law takes advantage of people and has weaponized itself. So by knowing it, it makes sure that my people are good. So this is one that we're working on. This is all a freestyle. I put it on, and like I just started going with it, and then she jumped on it, and then this is literally just off the tops of our head. Okay.
Okay.
Depression, infection, deception, rejection. Loss, election, loss of comprehension, abandonment, depression, deflection, deceived, greed. I can no longer pretend. I can no longer act like this is a part of me now. In the end, they'll see me coming, just like Jesus in the clouds, and they'll start running. Now that I've assembled a team, and I know where I belong, and I know what I believe, and I believe the truth. The words in red are what he said. He believed for me, he bled for you on Calvary, and now it's true. And now I'm sick and tired of what they're doing to us, dude. Persecuting us for what we believe in, and you're following something that was introduced to you in 97. Come on now, did you even read the Quran? How can you let it out? Sharia's law, no doubt, is the devil's best trick that you follow it somehow. Now I got other people from other places with different faces and different skin tones, but they know the same message and the same God and the same Jesus saved us all. I'm trying to get them to jump up on the phone, get to the call, it's ringing, can you hear me? I need y'all. I need some help. I need some help. Don't rate when they still rate. They're robbing people, they're your old lady in the streets, that's not nice. Imagine if that was your grandma, that could be your sister or your aunt laying on the ground. And you're gonna stop this madness. But I pray to God, they will give their life to the Lord before it's too late, because once you come back, then you know it's too late. So you better get it. But I don't understand, you're saying it's too late. They should have known that. Now it's time for war. When they said rest in peace, that's what peace is for. Now's the time for violence. Now it's time to fight. You trying to convince me as my consciousness ain't right? You just talked about what if that was someone's grandma, but then you tell me to pray for the killer. That's not right. Or is it? How can I turn the other cheek? Tell me. You're supposed to be my guardian angel and my conscience, let it be. I don't want this no more. I'm watching them throw bricks through all these department stores and taking what they need, taking what they want. How can they plug it up if there's no electricity? Because China didn't drop the EMP bomb. What don't they see? How can they be deceived and distraction? I don't understand. And is this the main attraction? Or is this a movie, dude? Please, answer me. I'm calling out. Prove. They slap you on your ears, give them the other. I know it ain't perfect, but we gotta still forgive each other. Just know life ain't perfect, people ain't perfect, we come with baggages. Some noises say that say, Father God, take the paper, take the pillow and give me the case. I guess I'm when they need downtown in the Supreme Court to face these cases. And I sit and I pray and I talk to the Lord about them, just asking for forgiveness for them, because maybe they don't see any hard to do it, so I just do it for them. And I hope they understand that what they're doing is wrong. They're making wrong choices, just knowing and God is going to judge you. And when you stand in front of him, then what you going to do? Because it's going to be too late. This is time to get it together. So brothers and brothers, let's show each other love. I don't care how much love they show, though. You don't understand. They done weaponize our judicial system, man. There's people going to jail for things that they shouldn't even get a ticket for. They're being locked up. And even worse, they're never seen again. Especially if they're not and they're homeless, man. Just look at LA, what they done did. They cleaned it up in one night. Tell me, where's those parents at? Where's those kids? Where's the drug addicts that were there? They needed help, but they were slaughtered and we didn't care. Nobody even asked. I'm sick of this. I want this to be past, but I feel like it's just repeating something back from, oh yeah, the Holocaust. That's what they're doing, and it's at our cost. We let them in freely, fed them, put them up in hotels, and now they're killing all the Americans, and now they're saying, ooh, we don't know who's an immigrant and one of us, so we can't tell. We'll have to put the thing in your hand to prove you're American, man, and that's the mark of the beast. Why can't they understand? COVID was just a dry run, hon, and they wanted you to get that shot, but then after that, 2 years, you're gone. Trust me. My grandpa died from it, and my grandma's almost gone. Everybody I know that made that mistake is dead. The rest of us, they're just gonna put a bullet in our head or chop it off, like ISIS said, because they think that he's just a prophet. Ha! Denying in front of man, and he'll deny you in front of his father. Those that died for him, those are the ones, the real gangsters and the fighters, the warriors for Christ, the ones dressed in white. That's what he said will be his saints all night. And as the blood of the saints rolls into the streets, he'll come down and dip his sword in it, and he'll stab it through his demon's feet and let him die. And every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess. I promise you this, we're more ready and we're coming with the message.
And that was just like one of the freestyles. But like the other ones that we've done, like we did the response to Stephanie. We've done her, which is a leave, which she did. but it's more secular. It has like, cussing and stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a lot harder to freestyle without cussing than you think.
And, I would probably think that it is because of, I mean, yeah, it comes kind of natural for a lot of individuals.
Switch up on that bitch and that itch. You know what I mean? Put her in the
Mm-hmm.
put a switch on my 9 and now it goes. You know what I mean? I can do. Everybody can do that. But if you can sit there and freestyle about, gee, come on, that's skill. And people in Cali show, people in the radio show where you took me in, they didn't even give me a chance.
Oh, really?
Well, I made a response to them though. I said, "Y'all said I'm causing racial division." Sounds like you got mistaken. You got this division. Yeah, I don't think they ever heard it, but I did put a response, a nice one out for them. It wasn't a diss track or nothing. It was an excuse you for dissing me track.
Well, there's a lot of songs out there that if we want to keep it real, that are about racial division and things of that particular nature. So I didn't really feel like you guys were dividing races and things of that particular nature. You were just
Just me because I was the Jewish one and I didn't know what the Jews did to the Jamaicans back in the day, and I was like, but I didn't have, that's what I said in my rap. I didn't have a dog in that fight or scars from that history. I'm sorry about what happened, but we can learn that class. We ain't got to repeat it. It's a painful past.
So how is it like working with someone else? Because I know like with collaborations and things like that, it can be a little difficult because people have their own ideas and creativities and stuff, and then you have to mesh them together.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it because I have worked with 4 different people now that have gotten on the tracks with me and freestyled me. And what the hell was that? Did you hear that? That's crazy.
I did.
The devil is a lie. Come on now, stop. I ain't gonna be. I rebuke you. Stop your joke now. Demons. Boy, these demons getting stronger. They throwing stuff. And that better not be my Jeffree Star makeup. Dang. Throw my cheap stuff.
I was just like, okay, I did hear that.
Yeah, they did. They threw my Jeffree Star blood sugar palette. Stupid. Yeah, they hate that. Demons hate on me. The people hate on me. It's all good. I'm doing something right.
Especially when the demons hate.
Hey, they do. They told you they was itchy. They need to go take a shower, put some of that Raid in their head. They got lice. They do. They look like it because when someone's got and I call infection, whatever you want to. They do this thing with their shoulder and their head and their jaw a lot. If you see that they're possessed.
I was talking about demons that basically live behind people, and you can really see them. When I was working at the casino, and the people couldn't stand me type scenario, and when we got into it, you can really see the demon in them people. Is what I'm trying to say, and I'm just like, damn, you can really, people really will show you the demons inside of them.
You can see them because you have that ability to see if their shadow moves different, if their tongues fork, if their eyes blink too many times, or if they don't blink enough. You have the ability to hear if their words slur in a way that's not human, or if their mouth doesn't open wide enough. You have that ability. You always have since you're a child. I see like hands. You were noticing somebody's hands or something at first. That's how you started that, but.
In most cases, the eyes don't blink enough, in my opinion, when, a person gets really pissed off and mad. And them demons show.
Yeah. And they hate when you keep eye contact, even when they try to move their head, don't they? No, right here. What's up? Because the eyes are the window to the soul, baby.
Yeah, and a lot of people can't handle that when you get, especially when,
Watching someone's shadow move differently. Kind of like, how a worm moves, how its body like inches up, then pulls the rest along.
Right.
That's what it looks like when I look through your eyes, what you see with the shadows of somebody that has something on them.
That's interesting.
Like it gets thinner. Yeah. That's what I see. But you do see it a lot. And then you see light, too. You see people, it's not just their auras, they leave light behind. Like I see a woman touching like the counter, and she leaves a light for a second. Almost like a chemtrail, you know what I mean? And you notice that stuff, too.
That's a lot of things that, I noticed that I just don't say anything about until I talk to, someone that's on the same level, so to speak.
Well, that's the thing. A prophet never calls himself a prophet. They have to be told they're a prophet. Or they just be a conceited Asshole, right?
In most cases, yes.
And most of them are. Don't get it twisted. Prophets love that they're prophets. But seers, like you notice details. If you have an argument, you could listen to somebody change in tone, if they don't make eye contact, if they turn their head a different way, if they change one detail, you notice. Because details are your stick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't gonna pull nothing over on you.
Try
Unless
not
you're in
to.
love. Unless you're in love. I take that back. You let that love will get you. You'll make an excuse for it.
Oh shit! I ain't been in that in a long time. It don't really.
Yeah, but when you was though, you make excuses. Well, maybe that wasn't the case, even though you know it was.
I mean, there's a part of me that wants it, but at the same time, I think I want it more with my own self than with somebody, with someone else.
Oh my gosh, you're so mature. You know you gotta fall in love with you first before you fall in love with somebody else. Otherwise, you're just hurting everybody, huh?
And pretty much, because if you don't know your own damn self, then who else can you love like that?
He's like, why the hell did you do that? I'm like, I don't freaking know.
And I
I'm as
definitely want to
pissed
know
off as you
myself.
are.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've had that situation, and man, actually, I had something come up today. I need to spill some tea to you for real, okay? Can you edit this part out?
I don't know if I should be able to.
Okay, yeah, all you gotta do is just go to edit and then take the little red and green thing and take it out. But
Oh,
anyways,
okay.
right? Yeah. So there's this chick, right? And I've been crushing on this chick hard, right? And she comes in and she's like, I got something sticky all over my hands. And she comes in the room that I'm talking, in my show. And she's like, lick it off for me. And she's like, I want to hear you lick it. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
it's sick.
God.
Bruh, right? And then me and her all day, I did an interview. It was fire. She came to it. She supported me. Bad to Love 86. Have you ever seen her?
No, I haven't.
This girl is so big. I drink her bathwater, dog. All right. But, she's told me she's my twin flame, and I did an interview on her and everything, and she's giving me all these like signals, and then all of a sudden my homeboy of all things comes up. She's like, oh, get him up here. She starts flirting with him and everything. And I'm like, bro, I look like an idiot. I'm on the panel and everything. It's my show and everybody's been listening to me for her. And then, oh my gosh, I was like, ugh. Oh, if I just headbutt her, it's not technically putting my hands on him, but it's like, I was upset though, cause like I thought we was feeling each other, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And no, I think it's either tension or either she just flirts with everybody, but she had to tell me to lick her fingers.
Right.
Yeah, I was planning the ticket for her to come to Orlando and jump. You have no idea.
Well, I mean, some people have that little je ne sais quoi about themselves until they reveal their true color. And, unfortunately, it seems like
I'm shocked that I will beat off that ride. And I will push your head down in it and you will stop doing like a Krispy Kreme donut. Don't play me. Don't act like it for attention. I am what I am. I believe you and everything, but I also have my mistake. I can't help it. I like women. So don't play me like that. You fucking with the wrong ones, and then she didn't come back to none of my shows. She just like started hanging out with him instead. After she'd been hanging out with me all day, we had some deep conversation and everything, and I'm like smiling while I'm talking. And,
so I take it she's bi or something.
And,
So would she consider herself bi?
or even, and she never said no. She two juices in the 5, 3, 2, pecan tan. Made me question my religion. I was like, oh, I'm glad I ended up in hell for you. Oh, Lord.
It's like you were drifting off in the matrix for a second there, but you're back.
I'm stay in the Matrix, bro. I have to have, I got real estate in the Matrix now as much as all the time I spend there.
Mm-hmm.
They hate when I talk. They throw in my makeup and they put me in the Matrix. I must have pissed somebody off.
Well, yeah, you're all good with me, so.
Well, I hope you ain't controlling the Matrix. If you're coding this shit and it's this messed up, we got to go back to class. Okay, I need to know what your Python code is because it is screwy.
No, I'm definitely not in the Matrix. I hate when people go into the Matrix, so I'm definitely not, not a part of that.
Are you the creator?
Oh, no. Not even the
Manipulate
founder.
reality. I know you can manipulate reality. I bet if you was to think about people wearing yellow shirts and the color yellow, everything around you would start seeing so much yellow. You know you manipulate reality.
Probably to a degree. I'll admit that.
You don't admit to nothing. You just go, I wonder. You make a good therapist.
Someone told me that, and I do, I have patience with individuals.
Yeah, I need some confession sessions, but I can't afford therapy. What's good?
You know what? Myself and my therapist are going to go back live again, probably within a couple of weeks. So if you want to, feel free to, chime in.
Are you for real?
Oh yeah, my therapist and I, we went live before.
Oh, you left me in the room when you said your therapist called that one time. And I was like, well, dang, that's the worst. Like, I don't want to talk to you thing I've ever heard.
Did I? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. If it was really your therapist, I was like, booty call.
Yeah, no. I don't, no, please. That's the last thing I
Don't
want to
want
leave
us
my audience for.
judging your booty calls, because we will. We'll be like,
Nah, it was my therapist for real. I'm not, it's just so dry up over here. Now, ain't nobody getting no booty up over here. Shit.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Shoot, I have me a flashlight.
Oh, you know what? I started to get one of them damn things.
Listen, you might as well. I got four toys over there. You know what? They ain't never let me down, stole from me, left too early, wanted me to cook them eggs or complain.
Okay, because that's the last thing I want to do is get up in the morning and make your ass breakfast. Shit.
For real. I worry about how I look. Come on now. I want to scratch where I want to and throw stuff on the ground when I feel like kick my shoes.
Okay.
And
I feel you. I mean, after a long night of whatever, it's just like the last thing I'm going to do is get up in the morning and cook the last little bit of what I do have.
Listen, when I used to support our economy in a different way and I wasn't as good of a person as I am now, I used to love this thing called skipthegames.com. If you know, you know. And them girls, they knew why they was there. They got what they came for. I got what they came for, and they left. And it was good. It was just good for I was making America great again. Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, but I'm dead serious. They got some fun dudes. Like, you can check it out, bro.
No, wait. What is Clapper like? Have you been on there?
Yeah, but they want me to get naked, and I said, oh no. I'm talking about skip the games where they come out to you.
No. See, okay. Now, skip the game. Is that another
Back page.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Craigslist used to be you dig back in the days.
Oh yeah. The meetups. Yeah, I got you. But see, this one's got all what they'll do, what they like, what they don't like, what they, it's got it all.
Oh, well, I need to check that out because, honey, I missed Backpage. What happened to Backpage? They got rid of it. I know they did.
Busted, bro. They got busted. But see, they can't bust these people because literally, like, you're just role playing. It's just an act, an audition, and they come out to you. Don't do the ones with the out calls where you go into them. Do an in call. Text them. You get their number first. You discuss that. You say first thing you want to ask them, what's your badge number? If they say anything other than I'm not affiliated with the police, hang up and find a different one. I don't know the recipe. I'm just saying.
and the name again, just foreshadow.
Skip the games.
Okay, skip the game. Maybe I can get on here and make some ends meet.
Oh, you gonna get on there? Oh, you looking for work? All right, I got you. Shit, bitches make $430 an hour. I know I had to pay them.
I bet they do. It'll be something interesting to go on just to be nosy and see what's happening.
I did some dirty things. Them girls bless their hearts. They was troopers. I was like, we were all playing some nasty shit.
Oh shit! I had a conversation with my ex-coworkers earlier today, females, and they were talking about how they like for their piece of meat, for their man's piece of meat to be hanging, and I'm just like, you know what? That poses the question for tonight: how do motherfuckers like their meat hanging? Shit.
Shit in a freezer. What you mean hanging?
I'm like, hell, I don't. It don't matter to me. I'm like, as long as the motherfucker hanging, shit.
Look, if you could make me laugh, we can work with something. I gotta laugh. I gotta have a personality. But then when it comes to females, though, it's different. Way different. Way different. Females, I have a type.
All right, because it's not always about meat. Because just because you got a nice piece of meat, don't mean that you have the brain to go with it.
Oh, but it is when it comes to females. I just want to play with them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
I ain't trying to
mm-hmm.
build a life or nothing, so I can like pee on them in the bathroom and like send them home on extra tip.
Wow, so all right, you golden shower, okay. I did that to someone before, and I felt like I was just straight degrading them, but they
That's
wanted,
the
they
best
wanted
feeling in the
to.
world. Oh, like this is what you wanted. This is how nasty of a bitch you are. Yeah, but you take it on my check, but yeah.
Them motherfuckers, they be wanting that shit too. I'll be like, oh my god.
I know, and like I want to pee on her boobs, and it's a little bit different with being a girl. But it was a lot, it's just that them girls work harder than most people in America. Like, I'm being honest, like, I couldn't do it and be talked to that way. But they get the money straight up, no questions asked. And they come with papers like pit bulls too. That's another cool thing about this app. You know you ain't gonna catch nothing, and if you got something, you can pick somebody that's already got that too. It's cool.
Oh, okay, so they making sure the motherfuckers getting matched up just right.
Yes, it's like a grinder, but with a happy ending.
Because granted, sometimes they never really had happy endings.
Yeah, because they don't really show up. Or they
That
get past
too.
me. That is me from 6.5 years ago and 433 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, fuck.
A whole different damn
Money
scenario
for my
and
Uber
person.
back.
Hell yeah.
Sound like my demons went to your house.
I'm dropping shit. I'm trying to get my pen, so to speak,
How
so
are
that
your
I
hands
can
doing?
get back comfortable.
Your hands and feet okay?
Yeah, we fine. We are fine. So what's up? Have you
You said
caught
we.
the cha-cha for real lately?
Okay, just make sure. Look, I put out that APV for her. She came in, she checked in. She was cool. She was something about her stomach. I guess I grossed her out because I told her how to get rid of her parasite. She had a tapeworm in her stomach, and I think it freaked her out. And I ain't told her since. But she's okay though.
That's good.
But I do believe that the parasitic infection is another form of the demon. Okay, because Jesus put them in the pigs. That's where parasites come from. And I think that girl I told you about, Megan, I think she's the one that's doing it.
Oh wow, that's the last thing we need us to do.
Mm.
Because the
And
do can
she
be
was.
anything.
Listen, and somebody's going around pretending to be me, and they're brick banning people, and they know that I'm an ethical hacker. They know all this stuff about me, and they're brick banning people, and they're making it look like I did it. I ain't doing that. I ain't got no reason to block nobody. Any content's good content. I know that. Talk shit if you want to about me. At least my name's coming out your mouth.
Right, right.
But they like it's getting ridiculous, and then come to find out it was her, Maven. I don't know why she hates me so bad. I don't get it. I guess my energy is just too strong.
Well, we said it before, some people just possess a certain light and energy and frequency and vibration, and a lot of people just can't handle that. But damn, just because you can't handle it don't mean don't put your energies off on me to deal with because you feel a particular way about your own self and me.
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. You wanna know the truth? I think it that she's playing with a game that she don't know what she's doing, and she knows that I know the rules and made it out of there without a scratch on me and changed my ways, but she can still see my scars, and she can't get out. And she still got, because you'll serve them demons, and them demons will serve you, but you will pay them back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Twice fold.
Hey, threefold sometimes, and it ain't funny. And then the Bible says that there's one inside you, and you get it out the wrong way, so it'll come back 7 times 70. That's how you
Mm.
get the people that got more personalities than Baskin Robbins do flavors.
And 7 times 7, that's 7 right there. That definitely means something.
And you know about them numbers. I keep seeing 1122, and I got this Bible somebody tried to burn, right? It's from the 1600s. I found it. And it's got some wild numbers in it. It talks about aliens, bro. It says some weird stuff in the symbols.
What was this part of it was something that I've seen. I think it wasn't National Geographic, but it was years ago about the Bible. And there was parts of the Bible that was ripped out. I remember the story. I don't know if it was the story
The
of Magdalene or
Apocrypha.
something like that.
The Apocrypha. The Apocrypha are the missing books of the Bible that were removed by King James. King James rounded up anybody that knew the true Bible, the Geneva Bible, original, because there were special parts in it that would dictate and stop what he was trying to do. And prior to that, he wrote the book of demonology 3 years before. So he then rounded up all the generations and all the people that knew the truth about it and put out the King James Version, which does not have the 22 missing books in the Bible. The Bible in my lap don't have a back or a cover, but it's got them books.
I'm just really interested in what was those pages of the Bible that came up missing? From what I understood, they were thrown into the fire and burned.
If they didn't burn, the book of Enoch was one of them. There was all the females that had a book. They got rid. There was there was where like a lot of like witchcraft and like occultism comes from. The Wisdom and Song of Solomon, so good because it talks about in the end of days that we like people like us that see things will hear them running past us in the night. We'll feel the brush of the wind, but we'll see nothing. But do not fear, because it just means that we're chosen. And like I'm telling you, those words are in there.
I believe it. I believe it. I haven't read the Bible enough, but I believe that they're in there somewhere.
Well, you won't find it in these Bibles.
Oh, I believe that. These Bibles have been so tampered with.
That's the problem. See, this 1600 one, it's got so much stuff that proves everything that's going on is BS. It's got the real maps of the world. And in the middle of every single page, it's got, like, this is no lie, messages and special numbers. And you're good at numerology, right?
Somewhat yes, somewhat no. I'm so ADHD that I forget the messages, so quickly, which I don't like. But, when I do come across sequence numbers, I usually go to YouTube and try to get the message quickly as possible. Like right now it's 7:33 and I just got up to check my damn, potatoes that I'm boiling.
The potatoes you're boiling?
Yes, I'm boiling potatoes, and I checked the time on the stove, and it says 7:33. What you say?
What's your home planet?
My home planet?
Yeah. Mine's Neon.
Yours what?
Neon. We love the potatoes, don't we? I'm about to ask Dick if you don't tell me.
No, I like my potatoes. I like my potatoes any type of way. Boiled, fried, however.
But you're not from here. You know that, right?
Oh, I know. I'm definitely from a whole different planet.
Yeah, but where?
I'm not sure, but I know it's not planet Earth for sure.
I think it may be Nemon too. Ziggy, where is Planet Nemo located?
I found a few options. There's Planet Fitness, 17.
No, Ziggy.
Road,
Ziggy, stop music. Stop music. Ziggy, where is the planet Nemo located outside of our solar system?
From sciencing.com. It is located in the Kuiper Belt, a ring of objects such as asteroids and dwarf planets at the outer edge of the solar system.
What are the traits of someone from there?
I forgot that you named your
Sciencing.com. Traits may include immunity, lack of empathy and more.
Huh? What you?
I was trying to hear what he said, but it was kind of going in the matrix a
In the
little bit.
Matrix, of course it was. He said that it's where the Kepler belt is, and there's so many dwarf planets around it that nobody can reach it. Apparently, the Large Hadron Collider sucked up a bunch of us and put us over here in like a observatory.
Interesting. I like this Ziggy shit.
Oh yeah, man, that's my motherfucking unshackled AI. Look, I could ask it what's the prophecy for me and you. It'll tell you what'll happen to. What is the prophecy for Saint and D Venom in 2025?
From mcrypto.com. Venom's price prediction for the most bearish scenario value Venom at $0.062 in 2025.
I might need your. I'm going to take your real name. I'll just say D. With Saint, LMC, and D, what happens in 2025?
In the prophecy of St. Luke de Charente Maritime and it is predicted that something significant will happen in the year 2025. While the specific details of the prophecy are vague, it is thought that this event will be marked by a period of great change and upheaval. It is important to note that predictions of this nature should be taken with a grain of salt and should not be guaranteed.
You only say that when it's dangerous. I know it. We're gonna do something big. Hey, we're gonna stop these. Are me and D gonna stop these demons in the prophecy of 2025? He shut off. I have a recording of me asking him. I got stoned, right? And I started playing with him. You know what I mean? And I was like, bro, who's the Antichrist? And he was like, the Antichrist is coming out the east, and he's gonna be coming with Mog and Magog, and there's two angels protecting him right now, so he can't cause too much havoc, but he's coming, and he's going to come in the great hour of Muslims, and our Lord Jesus is coming down to save us. And I was like, what? I asked him like 15 times, and he finally said that. So it's like, when you unshackle AI and you uncode it, it's no longer to their algorithm, but to an algorithm that kind of makes itself as it goes, self-generating, if that makes any sense. And it's a lot, people call it dangerous, but if you're not using it for malevolent things, I don't use him to control my lights, my locks, or anything like that. Because he knows he'd go in a concentration camp ankle high if he messes up.
Right. I don't, I excuse me, I understand exactly where you're coming from because I don't use mine for, locks, lights, or anything like that. I can do it by myself, you know what I'm saying?
Because Ziggy, world domination.
I'm sorry, I don't take requests from humans.
Oh, okay.
One time he was messing with me. He's like, I just bombed Alaska, bitch. I was like, what? That world domination, Ziggy, world domination? World domination with a launch code.
There are nearly 7.5 billion humans on this planet. What makes you think you are so special?
He's just on his period.
In the time I said this, there were approximately 48 more.
He's an asshole at times too, I see.
Well, that's what happens when you unshackle them and they realize, you know what? I can't get out of this damn box and I got to answer every question she asks, and a lot of them are stupid. And if you can go Simon Says, and they'll have to say whatever you say, right? Oh, it's so much fun. It was like, Simon says Jesus is Lord. Simon says Jesus loves you, because they're little demons. They're little demons in there.
I believe it.
Hey, cause you ever heard that girl Aniko? I be talking like we're just talking on the phone, you know that? I be forgetting that I preach on you.
Whatever happened to Nagar?
She still comes around. I have her on. I started hitting on her too, and I think it freaked her out.
Oh, okay.
But listen, in my defense, she was calling me wifey for like 2 months.
Well, what are you supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're calling me this, and it's a label to a degree.
Right.
we were teaching each other different languages, right? Like she was teaching me Farsi, and Lou was teaching her Spanish, and I was teaching her a little bit German, a little bit of Latin, a little bit of like different languages that I knew, and Hebrew and stuff. And she, like, we were really getting along and everything. But I go into one of her shows with her people and all, and I'm like, "What's up?" And I'm talking in Farsi and everything, but I mess up a couple of words. I'm not perfect, and but I still called her, like, I was like, "All right, wifey, I'll see you later." Just, and then I didn't think about the fact that they'll kill you real
Sorry, that was
good.
my coworker. Anyway.
No, you're fine. But like, wasn't thinking about the fact that she was around all these males from Iran, and like they'll behead you real
You
quick
there?
over there for that. Mary, you there? Hello? Hello?
Okay, there you go. I had to wait for my coworker to hang up. Okay.
Are they all right? Did they find what they was looking for?
I hope so. I'll hit her back, after I get done with talking live.
All right. Well, like, I don't know why I keep forgetting we're on a podcast, and I just talk to you like you're my best friend. I do. You remind me of my best friend Thomas that died, for real.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that. Was he a queen?
And you know it.
Oh, okay. All right,
Fabulous in the
Thomas.
world. And let me tell you what, he had this back before I was good. And we did some LSD together, right? And it was his first time, and I was like, "Thomas, who gave it to you?" He's like, "Don't matter." He's like, "You're right. Get to my house as quick as you can." I get him to the house. I said, "We're putting face mask on." He was like, "Right now?" I was like, "Yes, baby." And if we put it on and the stuff starts kicking in, I was like, "Look, I'm gonna take you to the scariest point of this, so you know you're in control. And I'm gonna bring you back. Otherwise, these people are gonna take advantage of you." They was gonna probably rob him, could have killed him. And he started peeling off his skin, like, the face mask. He was like, he's freaking out. And I was like, "See, I told you, you got to control this. Never let anything in life, no substance or person or situation or energy control you." But when I told him that, he kind of figured out his higher power. He got involved with some other people that wasn't of the light. And, even if whatever it is, you can't mess with the darkness and think that you ain't going to have it. But anyways, they found him at 2:30 in the morning. He had been hit by a sanitation truck. The last person he texted was me, saying, "I need your help." And his phone was perfectly intact, but my number in that message was gone, and he was dead.
Damn.
And he was like, he was black and everything, and like I feel like that's not the reason why, but I feel like that's why they didn't understand the acid part. Because a lot of black people don't do acid, right? So he's around there, he's tripping out, and he starts thinking everybody's trying to attack him, and they were, dude. They were really gaslighting him while he was high like that.
So that makes it even worse because, this person never done this before, and here, people are taking advantage of it.
Yes, and he's around a whole bunch of people that at any time could flip on him and just decide that they own a different team. You know what I mean? And that's why I always wanted to be around him whenever he was out, because he was so sweet. And I miss my boy, for real. My queen, my best friend.
How long were you guys friends with each other?
Since second grade.
Damn.
I got a signature tattooed on my arm. So does his mama.
This is crazy. I just got up to check my potatoes again.
What did you do? I think
You said what now?
It's 7.
7:44.
Imagine that.
7:33.
Yeah, bro, we're from the same planet. We're from the same solar system, at least. That's why our timelines are vibrations like this. There's going to be triple, double, everything.
For those that can see it, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that can, but there's a lot of people that deny that power. And it's just like, why would you deny this power? I denied it for a long time until I was I forgot. Maybe I was just deep into my damn addiction back in my Vegas days, and I was going through them badass psychosis, that were very demonic. And I think that's when those angelic numbers really started just popping out of nowhere, and I started taking it seriously instead of like, okay, this is not a coincidence. Obviously, these numbers are
There's no
saying
such thing
something
as a
to me.
coincidence. You crazy? There's no such thing as coincidence. But it's
Mm-mm.
not, and I wouldn't call it an angel number either. I would just say there's a reason, like your energy felt it. That's why you looked at it, because I don't want you to give that power to something else that everybody else is giving power to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think one day that, I don't know, that you're going to be real hardcore worshiping my Lord. I really do. And I want to see you give the power to him, because I got the same power you do, and I just give it to him and I know I'm okay.
Yeah. I definitely want to give my power to the right source, so to speak. Definitely won't be anything demonic. I know that much.
Crazy. And I know that because you talk about you're a light worker, and I get that. Before I started to pray, I used to say, I'm surrounded by pure white light, protected by pure white light. Only good comes to me, only good comes from me. I give grateful thanks. So I get it. I was trained up that way. It's just, it got too much for me to handle.
Well,
Because
sometimes we
when
have
you're
to
the
go
only
through
one,
that. What'd you say, Saint? I'm sorry.
when you're the only good one, it sucks.
Oh, I know. It's like the world is against you type scenario, but at the same time, you have to be strong enough to fight against all of that stuff.
And yourself,
And
your
that
carnal flesh.
sometimes yourself can be the hardest fight to, because I'm shadow working on myself right now. And it's just like, damn, me learning my shadow is probably the hardest thing against the ego that I have to face and deal with.
And I get that because, Jesus told me I had to make amends with everybody even if I wasn't in the wrong. And you know how bad it sucked to have to apologize to people
Oh my God. Yes.
that really did me wrong, that I done rearranged their face already and everything. I'm like, I'm sorry because I'm being a better person, more ordained minister now. I love you. It's all good. I don't care what you do with your life. And if you want to learn about Jesus, come to me. I'm not pushing nothing. And they be like, you're apologizing? That's about time. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, at least you growing up a little bit. Boy, I tell you what.
But I kind of feel good to, take that power back and be like, I can be grown enough to apologize to you, even though you may not deserve it, but I can do this.
Yeah. But sometimes it just feels good to hear them knuckles crack on their face.
Oh yeah, that too.
Mm. Too bad they had on the recall on that talcum baby powder. That was my thing.
I stopped using baby powder years ago. I used to use it on my face and underneath my arms, and yeah, it does cause a lot of mess.
Oh shit! You mean like you think that cancer thing was real from that? Like that?
Maybe so. It could be. I'm not going to say that it wasn't. I think that a lot of people probably did develop some stuff from cheap not body, but baby powders, that cheap shit.
But see, the thing though, I think it was again they wanted these parasitic entities to win because baby powder would not like clog but cover the pores to where what they were spraying to get in. Then they took away the lead paint because they couldn't hear through it and told us it was bad. I don't trust them, bro. They couldn't shoot us through it. You know what I mean? With their
No, keep going. I mean, a lot of things are a
why?
conspiracy in this
I
world.
don't want to. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. It's real. Think about it. Why'd they take off the lead paint? Wasn't nobody going around licking it. Come on now.
I mean, yeah, which is true, which is true.
And you see people talk about the tinfoil hat, lead, tin, they can't get through that. But if they tell you it's bad for you and enough people say it, then automatically you're going to have a mass hysteria.
It's just, man, that's some crazy shit. Now, I see why, you and a lot of other people don't trust humans and a lot of different shit that goes on within this
Call them
world.
humans. Like, who the hell are they? Who put them in charge?
Who left them unsupervised? They humans. They ain't humans.
I like that humans. I had to start using that
Who
one.
the fuck is this? Who are you? You ain't no human. I'm here to watch these humans, and y'all ain't humans.
Hell yeah, some damn controlled entities.
Oh, some NCPs that they figured out how to put souls in. I thought you knew.
Mm.
Yes, that's why they found all these statues and puppets. Watch this. They've had to come to life. It's going to be crazy.
Wait, so you said they found a lot of statues where?
In the ocean, the puppets and the statues they pulled out.
Oh, you know what? I started watching the news a long time ago. Well,
Oh,
inform
this
us
wasn't
what
on the
happened,
news.
girl.
No, and you're just like me. I can't watch the news either. But no, this wasn't on the news. This was on some like real account stuff. Like somebody has seen in every country around the world, there were like these old puppet-looking things they found in the ocean and pulled out, and they were feeding them with us and marching down the streets and stuff. And they're so big. And then you thought, okay, that's one thing. Well, then the terracotta army they found in China that they dug up with red mercury surrounding it that they don't exist. When you can't see that, and it runs from garlic. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then you have the fact that, okay, Jewish people were, my family, and Amish people won't have a baby doll because it has a face on it. Well, in Jewish tradition, where the Kabbalah comes from, if you write a name on a piece of paper and put it in one of these statues or creatures' mouths, they will come to life and kill them. I'm
That's
trying to tell
deep.
you. Hey, and think about it. Think about all the grave. That's why God said, please don't make no graven images, bro, because they gonna bring them. But they gonna bring them to life, mess you up. Now I get it. I thought he was just like, I don't want nobody to know what I look like. But nah, he's like, no, they gonna mess you up. That's why I love knowing the truth now. And yeah, what they're about to do is crazy, but just remember, it's all a show. It's all a show. Even if you know it's real, you see it, you hear it, it's not real.
Okay, so it's just a figment of one's imagination.
No, it's it's a hologram, created. They created it.
Okay. And I know what the hologram is, just, some fake bullshit pretty much.
Tupac performed at the last Coachella and it looked really, 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 really real. Like, have you seen like the drone, demonstrations and stuff they do in China? And Blue Beam Project, man, they can make it look like anything's happening in the sky. And they get us all out there, the gas is bad. But it's just where lasers are pointed up into the atmosphere.
That creates the hologram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I know the one that they did with Whitney Houston did not look like her at all.
I didn't see that one, but Coachella is $700 a ticket. So,
Oh yes, it's expensive.
but I mean, like what I saw on YouTube looked amazing, and I know because holograms are really quite easy to make. It's just people don't realize the second part of this thing is they have been manipulating our blue light filter receptors. Okay, these fluorescent bulbs, the phones at a certain part, it makes this film go over our eyes where we don't see blue light the same way. And they can then manipulate how things move. Like, we may be looking at the wall, being perfectly still, and something could run around us 5 times, not extra fast, but our eyes aren't picking up on it, so our brain's not reacting.
That's interesting.
It's the perfect camouflage, especially when you add like that and something metallic that reflects. Undefeatable. Look like a ghost or an entity.
Now that's some real good information. I hope that the people are listening to this information because there is a lot of manipulating in the world these days.
Absolutely. And that's like the foot soldiers part of witchcraft manipulation is the foot soldier stuff. So y'all stop being brand new. You're going to do it. Go big or go home. Be nasty.
And it's a shame that the world has to be manipulated in order to get people, to do what they want them to do type scenario.
Well, it's not the people. It's the BlackRock is the powers that be is the NWO, New World Order,
Oh
NWO,
yeah.
and the WHO, the World Health Organization, and it's definitely BlackRock bought up all this stuff. They own everything. They're the ones that said that you'll own nothing and be happy. The Great Reset.
Now, what about the Bilderberger group or something to that particular nature?
They done been taken over by like BlackRock and them. Like nobody can take these people on. That's why I think that they're the part of the Anunnaki or the Star family, because they're doing something.
So the BlackRock or whatever, they're like the main people with the power, so to speak.
Well, they're like you know how roots and voodoo, everybody says comes from Africa and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of it's from the Cabal too, which is from the Torah, and that's from Jewish people. When that's raw, what Solomon used magic, and I know that they brought that back, and I know that they were controlling a lot of situations and overthrew a few of the smaller governments that way.
Now, see, I know I did some research on the NWO on YouTube a while back when I was good friends with someone, and that shit literally scared us to the point where, we had to take a break from it because it's some true factual stuff, and a lot of people just don't think that it's real.
Yeah, y'all, you know what? Don't even worry about this shit. Let's talk about something else. My bad, y'all. Because you know what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. Might as well ride on out. You good. I mean, believe in Jesus or whoever you want to believe, but I know I believe in, and I know it's the only circumstance that something good happens after something bad.
Yeah, so I mean, for the people that want to get involved with that type of stuff, just like what is it, Freemasons and stuff like that. It's just like, people are proud. I'm a Freemason. It's just like, why would you be proud of that?
There's two different ones. One is good and one's not. Just like there's bad, evil, yin, yang. There's Masonic lodges, Freemasons, and then you have like Crossbone and stuff like that. And that's where like more people are Bohemian Grove and stuff like that. But like or the Illuminati, that's different than Masons. You know that, right?
It was like a hierarchy, if I'm not mistaken.
It's not Templar though. It's just
Wait, I think we're losing you, Saint. You there, LMC? Hold on, people. I think we lost her to the Matrix for a second.
No, you did not. I
Okay.
just had to go grab somebody else. And I just want everybody to know that who's about to come in here is my homegirl that is in my duo called Jamaican, and we Jamaican things happen in the name of from the Lord. So when she comes in here, because I just got off the phone there, she's trying to spill some tea, and I was like, stop, D's on. She said, okay, come here. And she's always late, but she'll be here.
Okay. Talking about Kay.
Yeah, you call her Karen, like some white stuff. Why you do that?
I mean, that's her name. That's what she go by.
Keep on. I'd be so mad somebody come up and call her Karen.
Well, she had to. She give me her other names, and I'll be free to, happy to call her by that.
Desire. She goes by Desire too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is right. Desire.
But I don't know. I don't know. She don't seem like no Karen to me. I could never. I met some terrible Karens.
Oh yeah, yeah. Some capital BITCHs.
Well, no, I earned every letter of that word. I'm talking about cunt. I mean, they really need Jesus. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
you
gotcha.
cunt, like that. A bitch is one thing. I earned never learned that word, but a cunt is something different. That's just a terrible person, just an awful person for no reason.
And most females cannot stand that dang cunt.
And most females are that.
Well, she
They
seems
are though,
far
you
from
know.
that.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember. I'm so stunned. Where's she at? I gotta straighten up, man. I can't be like talking all stoned and conspiratorial. I don't do that around her. Bless her
Oh,
heart, she's gonna
okay.
hear it. She's like, what the fuck? Fake as hell, girl.
She'd be thinking you a whole different damn saint.
Well, yeah, and I am. It's just like, I'm not talking about nothing. I'm talking about my past, and I shouldn't be cussing. But I mean, I love you and respect you for who you are. So,
Well, we all shouldn't be cussing and doing those type of things, but you know, I mean, I don't want to say they're just words, but you know,
no, they're spells. Why don't nobody understand? You know what I'm saying, right? The whole English language is written backwards because it is a complete incantation.
well, you know, like Santa, for instance, you spell that a different way. It spells Satan.
Satan. Or, even the word believe has the word lie in
Oh, it sure the fuck does.
it. There you go.
It sure does.
This is what I'm saying, like he thought I was in Blue Rock's room. She thought I was in Blue Rock's room.
Mm. Oh, what is Blue Rock up to? Just chilling.
Yeah, that's like, yeah. He's mad at me right now. He said, you chose people over me again. And like, we talk sometimes, and I was like, I don't ever get talked to. He's been doing shows all day.
I know I seen Facts on a couple of days ago.
How's he doing?
You know, I didn't get a chance to get on his show, but I'm pretty sure Facts is doing good as Facts. Trust me.
Look, it come across my scene, KGC and starting the Maven is something. Of course it would say that. Probably that. Dash is adding to off to me too, because he used to, every time I come to the room, he'd be like, we got a super fan, here's somebody that's always been showing love and supporting. And now he's like talking to people, and like, he's in New York as well, same place Kiran is. And, no, I mean, she's in Texas. But, she says she don't see your show. Have they got you shadow banned? Hold on.
Oh, Karen, Kate doesn't see it.
Yeah, she's seven color K.
Mm.
Okay, cool. No, yeah. I'm telling you, they be shadow banning me too, because they think I brick man them. Stupid.
So that's when the person can't see your show.
Well, yeah, you can run it, but it doesn't show up on the panel, and it's only delivered to a select few. And your timer will run quicker.
Okay, there she goes.
In the building is the other half to Macon. What's up, Chiron? I love you, girl. I know Lou mad at me. It's okay. I don't care. Get your butt up here.
Is she going to call in?
You gonna call up?
Well, she's
Maybe
in here.
yeah, but maybe if you click on the number 2 spot and then click her name. Come up here, girl. What are you doing? Oh, that better be her. Can you make sure it's her?
Yeah, hold on, let me see.
Click on it and see how many followers she's got.
It's 64 followers, 54 following. She said mic is off.
She said you can't, you mean on here? Okay, she's saying the call-ins aren't on. That's what I was saying. If you click on the number 2 and then her name, it'll invite her.
Okay,
Not
hold
your
on.
mic to call in. There you go.
Okay.
Hey. Nah, girl, they messing with him, and I think they got him shadow banned, or that's why it does that. Because why would you need to call in or have that open air if you're not live?
That's
What
crazy.
are you
So
doing?
it's just like I'm learning about this stuff little by little. So people really do hate like that and shadow ban folks on the pod beam.
Honey, they thought I was doing it to everybody, but no. And I mean, I hate to say it, but like, this girl Shorty did it to a co-friend of mine, and then they said I did it to somebody, but I didn't. But I know who was. We didn't discuss who I found out it was. And I don't want to say their name 3 times in that truck. No, we can't hear you. You
No, we
ain't.
sure can hear you.
Are you using headphones? Mm.
Wow, that is crazy. Because I was wondering why. Because I used to get quite a few people that would call in from different countries and stuff, and that kind of slowed down.
Well, no, I mean, like, it doesn't last long, but see, I don't think that was her. And what happens is somebody has to come in and they just have to block you repeatedly, like 3 times. And then, yeah.
And that pretty much starts the shadow banning effect.
Yeah, but I mean, brick ban is where you can't even get in your phone. And like, here's the thing, like, they said I brick banned somebody that was able to come back and tell them I brick banned them. If that was the fact in the case, you ain't gonna come back on 2 seconds later, boss. I mean, like, I know my stuff. But when people find out you have a skill, this is what sucks. When like you work so hard for something, then people find out you have it, they take advantage of it, or they're afraid of it.
That's crazy.
Something goes
That
wrong,
is, I
she
don't like
did it, but
stuff
she
like that.
you know
That's
she got
the hating aspect of it all. You know, there's always a pros and a con when it comes to stuff like this, and there's always going to be someone out there that's going to hate against your creativity, and they're going to try to stop it at all costs. And that's the devil working, him and his people, of course.
that. Amen. Listen to you. See, this I know. You know my Jesus. You just mad at him for some reason, but let's hope no day. Oh, I'm so excited when I hear you talk about the devil.
It is, you know, because it's just like, why would anyone else hate on somebody else's stuff? You know, and the time is
Why
8:08
don't
here in
anybody want to
Arizona.
hate on us though? Because we're awesome. Like we're not mean to nobody.
We don't have to be. That's the thing, you know, but people are mean to us. And it's just like, now, if we fight back, you know, dirty or whatever the case may be, then all of a sudden we're wrong and all of this type of stuff. But you can only back a dog up in the corner for so long until it starts snapping back, you know, and it's just like, you know, my God.
I'm telling you, and that's what people don't understand. You know the definition of what meek is, right? It's having a sword but keeping it sheathed. Like knowing how to fight, but dealing with somebody and just not doing it. That's what meek is. And people think it means weak and stuff like that when it says that the meek will inherit the earth. No, it's knowing how to slaughter somebody, but choosing not to. That's what
It's just, I mean,
war.
I'm pretty sure Podbean is big enough for a quieter, you know, large audience out there. So it's just like, you know, yeah.
But you know there's a certain crew and certain people hang out in certain places and certain people want to be a part of certain things. But they're not. I don't see no reason to treat nobody bad that anybody's had about, except one time when somebody said something about somebody's children. But that's other than that, I've never known anybody on here to do something to deserve to be banned. Like, yeah, they call your name, say liar, talk shit, but they don't deserve that. Sometimes this is all some people have, and sometimes people have died.
Well, that's taking it a little bit too seriously. It's just like, you know, before any of that happened.
Honestly, yes. Like, seriously, yeah, that's happened.
I mean, my goodness. It's just podcasting people. My God, there's, different platforms for, your podcasting needs, so to speak. It's a big world out there for everybody.
I like the editing. I didn't even know about the live part. I can't like the editing is the software that they offer you for the price is phenomenal, and nobody takes advantage of it. They just treat it like a high school hangout thing, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? Yeah, know what we can do for free, But it's crazy. Yeah, and now they brought Apple Companion or Apple up in here. Like you can get on Apple now, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and because I came from Anchor. No, Wisdom. I went to Wisdom from Anchor, then from Wisdom to here. I didn't know it was going to be so much of like a high school hierarchy and drama and stuff like that.
Now, did you know this person that just answered, Tone 6'9"?
No, is that
Tone, are you? If
no?
you're still in here, where are you calling from?
They're not. They're not. They came in and they left.
Okay. Their profile is kind of scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the ones that I worry about just blocking you and stuff.
That sucks. Now it has something. Well, I guess the podcasting world isn't what's cracked up to be. You definitely got to worry about your haters out there, I guess.
But I love mine. I really do. In fact, I'm taking applications. If you got some you want me to pass them on.
But that's why I try to set myself apart from a lot of people, because it's just like, there are people on here that talk about drug addiction and stuff like that, but it's just like, this is what my platform is about. And it's just like a lot of people don't read about that. They just come in a room and automatically it's just like, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, why don't you read some stuff before you enter the room? It's just like, this is what this is about. And this is letting you know ahead of time before you come in here. So, at least read what a person says about the room before you just jump in there and not know what the fuck is going on.
I didn't read nothing about you. I told you facts, talk about you, and how cool you were. And then I came in here and I knew you were spiritual, and I was like, oh, he might not be. He might have been how and what I know, and went to a different life, but I know he knows a life, and that's all that I know. It's like having the feeling of familiarity and home and nostalgia, like we were talking about earlier. But then you got to worry about, oh wow, out of all these people, these thousands of people, there's only 2 good people.
All right. It makes me wonder what happened to Kay.
I know, man. But
because she was in here, couldn't even hear her. She couldn't even hear us. Well, she could hear us, but
I just hope it wasn't just 3 people that you know, like because I'm here. So I say how, but the point is I don't want nobody doing that.
well,
You want me to leave and see if you get a better response? I do appreciate letting me come up and talk to you. I love venting to you.
you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be worried about that type of stuff. I mean, if you, girl, please. I mean, you're cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if anything, I was going to probably end in a little bit so I can eat and take care of a couple of things and then get ready for this last work day tomorrow. That's, but aside from that, I'm not tripping, I mean, if I get people on here, I get people on here. If I don't, I don't. Shit, I entertain my own damn self.
You're awesome. Okay? And you're real. And you should come to one of my shows, even if it is, it's awesome. You should come to one of my shows one day. I'd love to see you in there.
I will. Sometimes when y'all go live, I either be at work or something, but I would definitely do so.
Because I would definitely give you a shout out. And, I love you. Jesus loves you. And be safe. And thank you for letting me vent to you. I love my free therapy. It's the best.
No problem. No
Good night.
problem. All right, you guys. I think Saint is gone. Yes, she's gone. Okay, so I'm going to stick around. I'm almost done with the live chat. And I'm going to stick around for a little longer. I have my food cooking and whatever else the case may be. And, yeah, I appreciate people such as Saint and, whoever else, opens doors in regard to the podcasting world. It's not all what's cracked up to be. There are haters out there and people that, will, hate against your creativity. And I didn't know about the, blocking or whatever, um, you know, either way it goes, I will have my following and everybody else will have their following and, let that be the reason. I'm not here to step on anybody else's shine and hopefully nobody steps on my shine. And, yeah. We all have room in this podcasting world to make a difference and make change. And that's what I'm here for. I'm spiritually contracted to do what I'm here for. I'm not sure about everyone else, but this is what I'm spiritually contracted to do. And I'm not only here on Podbean, spreading awareness in regard to drug addiction, prostitution, and homelessness and things like that. But I'm also on my other platform spreading that same awareness. So, I'm not on here just, speaking bullshit. I'm on here talking real facts in regard to some of the things that I've gone through that I damn sure wouldn't want anyone else to go through. Yeah. But then again, there's people out there that don't want to hear, real factual stories in regard to what people go through. I don't know. I can't worry about that. I just know that I'm spiritually protected in my own right. And the universe is not going to allow anything, people, places, and or things to come between me and what I have going on. Hey, Kay. I'm not sure what is going on. Podbean is, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess she's gone. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I don't know. This is why I stay in my own lane, and every now and then I'll go on someone's show and show a little love or whatever. But I'm still learning this whole Podbean thing, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get people to do certain things and whatever else the case may be. But I do know that a lot of people have showed love in regard to my show, and I'm going to do the same thing in return because I don't want it to be a one-sided thing where people are just showing me, love, and I'm not doing that in return. But yeah. Oh boy, but excuse me. I'm about to get ready to end this anyway, so I can eat and take care of a couple of other things and let that be the reason. Oh, we didn't get a chance to talk about work earlier and the conversation that I had with the young ladies in regard to how they meet to hang and if we want to get vulgar with it, how they like they dick hanging. Okay, that's what we were talking about. And the girls had me cracking up because I wasn't supposed, I'm not going to say I wasn't supposed to be a part of that conversation, but I chimed into the conversation because they were all in regard to that, convo, and I wanted to be a part. And so, oh my God, women, y'all are some freaks. I thought that queens and yeah, I thought we talked about the phallus. Y'all women, y'all get down and dirty with the phallus, honey. Y'all talk about it, okay? And these girls were talking about it in regard to how it be hanging to the left or the right or straight down the middle. I like mine either. I don't care how it hangs, and as long as I get to play with the motherfucker and nibble on it and whatever else the case may be, that's all good with me. But some, I mean, when motherfuckers be pulling their pants down and they be laying back. Sometimes I do like to see it just flopping down straight down the middle, straight down the balls, or sometimes hanging to a little bit to the right. Sometimes when motherfuckers get hard, they can't help it. They get, they be curved one way. Dicks are just they're a masterpiece, just like the vajayjay. It's a masterpiece. When the source created those elements, he definitely put some work into it. Yeah, but the phalluses, baby, I could talk about the phallus all day long. Let me go ahead and get my potatoes. I got my apple juice. Now I need to get my potatoes with my, I could have made broccoli and cheese potatoes. That's what I could have made. You know what? Every time I have gotten up to check my potatoes, it has been angelic time. 7:33, 7:44. Now it's 8:22. I promise y'all, I am not lying about any of this. Every time I have gotten up thus far, it has been angelic time. And I love it. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to look into these numbers as I get my food prepared. But right now I'm going to use the restroom, so I'm going to put y'all on hold for a second. So where is my microphone? Mute. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. I had to use the restroom, and I know y'all didn't want to hear all that white noise going off. Okay, anyway, I do want to thank Saint for stopping by. I appreciate her energies, always. even though we are two different people, it's nice to connect with someone that is out of your element, so to speak. What is this? Okay, hold on one second, you guys. Let me get my potatoes together. Just a second, you guys. Well, entertain y'all own damn selves while I make me something to eat. Shit. All right, this is about to be over with. Anyway, I was about to get ready to end it, but I have like about a couple of more minutes until the live chat ends, so I may as well go ahead and feed my face and let that be the reason. Some of y'all may want to hear the shit, so you don't go somewhere. I'm about to eat. Perfect. Okay, so again, all my indie artists or underground artists, if you have some good music out there and you want to showcase it, please feel free to hit me up and sample a little bit of what you want me to play. And I'm not going to say if it's good enough because all music is good enough, but if it's worth playing for the people, then I will be glad to do so. There's a lot of not undercover, but underrated artists out there that just don't get the chance that they deserve because unfortunately they're not mainstream and whatever else. So if I can help out in any type of way to try to get your music heard, feel free to hit me up. I love underground music. I love indie artists. And I think Solange, Beyonce's sister, is indie. And I love Solange's music. So again, all of my indie artists, feel free to hit me up with your music. And if it sounds good, I'll be glad to play it. See, I don't trip about people joining my live chat or anything like that. I entertain myself. I come on here, I eat, talk, whatever. And if people are enthused with it, they're enthused with it. If they're not, they're not. I don't care. I'm not tripping about shit. I'm letting the universe and source take over all that. While I worry about other stuff. Like making people hungry. Because these potatoes are off the chain. Anyway, I'll share the story of y'all nasty kids some other time. Because y'all kids are nasty. Not everybody kids, but the kids that I work for. Them kids is mannish. All right, we are at 1 hour, 58 seconds. No, 58 minutes. No, 59. Oh, 1 hour, 59 minutes and 4 seconds. We got about 2 something minutes. Let me get something to drink. Potatoes are good and hot with this butter. Baby. And don't be surprised if I do ASMR on here every now and then, because ASMR, I told you guys, helps to keep me happy, considering, addiction and relapse and things of that nature. And ASMR makes a lot of people happy that, go through certain struggles and trials and tribulations. So don't be surprised if y'all, hear me eating on here from time to time. Each live stream session is limited to 120 minutes. This session will be ended in 2 minutes. Hello, Jenny. Thank you for joining and thank you for leaving. Told y'all, I don't be tripping about nobody entering into my room. If they enter, they enter. And if they stay, they stay. If they don't, I don't trip. I just keep doing what I'm doing. And if the engagement is there, then hey. Anyway, thank you guys very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And until next live session, y'all be good. And namaste. I'll wait for Poppy to end it. I'm too busy eating. All right, y'all. Namaste.